Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you 3 powerful secrets to avoid emotion in trading and investing. So let's get right into this. So have you ever wondered why you sit at your computer screen and there's just continually emotion in your investing and your trading? Or maybe you've been watching a bunch of media and news sources and it just makes you sick to your stomach to see and hear what's going on. These secrets have helped me significantly along my journey as an investor and trader, and I'm going to be sharing them with you today to help you take a lot of that emotion off the table so you have a clear head and a clear mind, because that's really key when you're doing this type of stuff. So the first secret is to avoid media and centralized news. This is honestly something I've preached since the beginning of my YouTube channel, and that's because it was very early on that I started finding news articles and stuff designed for FUD, to generate fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is a great way that a lot of the Wall Street people generate enough fear to create volume so that they can get in on the market when it's really cheap. So a lot of centralized news sources, you can't really be trusted as far as price prediction goes, and honestly, listening to them over and over in general can alter your analysis in a negative way. So avoid that completely. It'll help bring a lot of clarity into your trading and your investing. The number 2 thing is to plan your short-term trades and use small amounts. So for any swing trading that you're doing that is on the smaller time frames, I obviously don't recommend like the 15-minute or the 1-minute, but the 4-hour is a great place to be trading in Bitcoin and the crypto markets. And if you do that, use a trading plan. It's really simple. Over here on the left-hand side, you can click right here, drop a trading plan down, and write your target in place. For example, if we just put this right here, and you bring up your target, and then you can set your stop loss, and then you know, okay, I'm not willing to lose any more than 10%, and I'm targeting to make about 30. And that gives you a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And all you have to do is continually practice. Set it, forget it, and plan your trade. They say, trade your plan and plan your trade. And the reason for that is because if you take your trade and then you overthink it, or you take out of the market, or you come back to your computer screen and you're looking at it over and over, you're probably going to overthink the trade or want to pull your money out, and you're just stressing yourself out. Trading is about freedom. So what you want to do is maximize those freedoms. Set your trade, go do something else, enjoy some time outside with your family or friends. Find something other than to think about the trade over and over again, and you'll find a lot of success and remove that emotion in your trading and investing. And number 3 is to think in terms of compounding and long-term growth. This is really important because what ends up happening is the get-rich-quick mindset, the fast money mindset, starts to take over the trading, and this usually creates a degenerate gambling mindset. And honestly, that should be completely avoided. We're not trying to be playing slots at a casino. We're actually trying to work with probabilities in our favor. And the best way to do that is to zoom clear out, look at what's happening on the big picture, and think in terms of compounding growth for your swing trades. Be like, okay, if I'm losing trades, I really don't care, because as long as my win rate is over 50% and I've got a good healthy risk to reward, then you're consistently winning. So just stay consistent, compound it, and you'll make that money. I remember back in 2017 talking with my friends. We got on my phone and we calculated what it could be, how to make your first million and how to compound that. And we were like, wow, that's so crazy. But just that idea alone is actually what took me there. And placing that in your mind and realizing that, oh, you could actually do this in the period of a year or in the period of a couple years, it motivates you. Yeah, it does. You have to realize that it's not going to happen overnight. But once you're in that mindset and you start thinking about it, it takes you a long ways. And as far as the long-term growth thing, I want to show one example here of a stock that I'm looking at very closely. Apple, for example, has this huge exponential growth curve that it's been on for quite some time now. But when you look at this, I'm clear up in the 1-month candlesticks. Now with crypto, it's a little bit shorter, like the 1 week when you're looking at big picture. But often the big cycles that really play out, you have to zoom clear out on the chart and think about what you're going to do in the period of 10 to 15 years of investing in that cycle. And you'll want to be scaling out as you're reaching new all-time highs and as volume drops. There's basically no volume left in Apple right now, and the prices are higher than they've ever been. So that's a great example of a stock that's setting up for a big picture downtrend here. And when you focus on that and realize that these cycles don't happen overnight, they paint themselves over large periods of time, especially as the market cap grows, then you really start to get the picture of, okay, I should just be putting 5% of my income into this, or I should be averaging into a short position right here on Apple. For example, silver is setting up for a really big long-term bull run because it just did its first market cycle right here. But in the long term, you're looking at like a 10 to 15 year scope for its next cycle. So this is something where you take a percentage and you just put it in consistently over that 10-year cycle. You play the big picture market cycles, and you can get really wealthy focusing on that and avoiding all the short-term fog that happens on the 1 and 15-minute candlesticks, especially in markets like silver and stuff, because they just get so heavily manipulated by public media sources, and they hype up on the short term and then FUD on the short term over and over to assist along with their trading bots or along with their large institutions that are trading these stocks and commodities and really anything that has fluctuation in value that you have liquidity to trade. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I hope that you guys learned something. I'm doing a lot more stuff on stocks and commodities and the whole investing scope in general now. So let me know if you have anything that you've been watching. I will point out one little secret of mine is check out 3D printing stocks and compare them to a lot of the internet bubble stocks just for a little while and see what you find. I appreciate you tuning in today's video, and as always, stay profitable out there.